Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You'll be able to find these and all my other Conquest guides on my SWGOH for Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. And this one, I'll be going through Sector 2 and just showing you some of the teams here that I use to get both Sector as well as global feats done. At the same time, I'll do a separate video as usual for the mini boss and final boss battles, so be on the lookout for that one shortly. Otherwise, let's start now first by reviewing the feats here in Sector 2. So you have to defeat 50 enemies with Rebel Fighter units, gain health steal up 20 times, attempt to inflict 120 thermal detonators, and finally gain damage immunity 20 times. I'll be showing various teams that can get this done, so hopefully some of them there will be helpful for you. So let's first kick off today's video with Jawas. Yay, well, my Jawas aren't relicked up yet, so they do need Rey here for the support. Maybe Starkiller, not the easiest team to go up against, but anyway, it was the first node here in Sector 2, so I'm like, you know what, let's just go for it. Whirlwind then was not enough. I lost there, I think Nebet, unfortunately, but you know, still we carry this battle onwards. The whole thing is, you're not trying to defeat these guys, you are just literally timing out, stalling as long as you can. You can even time out, it doesn't even matter. It's down to you whether you do want to just time out. I think if I would try and time out and stall it longer, I could get all 120 in a single battle. With this team, I think I got 107 in total, because, you know, I did want to win in the end so I can progress on to the next node. So definitely, if you do have Jawas, even low gear, you know, with Rey, they can get the job done. Moving on, obviously not the ideal Grievous lineup here. I do want to have a full Separatist lineup, so I can get the global Separatist feat done. But I'm bringing here in Django and Rodeka, because both have damage immunity. Django will start with damage immunity if there's a Separatist leader, and obviously Rodeka himself, he's got a special ability that he grants himself damage immunity. Because remember, we have to gain damage immunity 20 times in this sector, so I'm just showing you various teams that can get something going. Again, not the ideal opponent as well. If I would have a full GG squad, things would be different. But obviously without B1 there, it was a little bit trickier. But anyway, we got the job done. Blow up Nine Sister, finish off Fifth Brother, and there we go. I think I got damage immunity in this one 3 times. Moving on onto Rey. So this is what I've been using in Sector 1. I mean, it's a pretty solid team for your R2 and C3PO global feat to be done. It plays very nicely, as you can see. I'm getting lots of exposes with the blindside data disc that I have equipped as well. So I'm getting exposes whenever rebels use basic because of C3PO. Whenever we critical hit as well with Rey, we can land those exposes. And finally blindside. That's why sometimes you would see somebody getting like 2 or 3 exposes in a go, just because of the blindside data disc. They're working well together with Rey's kit around exposes and also C3PO and things like that. At this point, things are in hand. I can just go ahead, autoplay this, finish off Fifth Brother, and down he goes. Okay, so up next we got a Rebel Fighter lineup to get the Rebel Fighters feat here done in Sector 2. And they also play nicely with the blindside data disc, because remember, anytime any of your guys here will be using an ability, everybody else is called for an assist, and all those attacks are returned, they'll be landing exposes. So that's why I see you got 4 exposes. Once I also summon the soldier to the field, then I'll be getting 5 exposes on every turn, which allows you to very quickly get through these guys. There you go, Grievous is down already, and now it's just a case of taking out the rest. Dooku will be a little bit annoying here with counterattacks. I'm just trying to see if I can get him down before he does too much damage. There we go. Definitely, like, if you do have Rebel Fighters, blindside data disc will help you immensely here if you don't have like Zealous Ambition or Stacking Office or things like that. Moving on, the next battle, we've got Bounty Hunters. This is just a team. Obviously, if you do not have like Rey or Jawas or something, these guys can also knock out quite a few thermal detonators per battle, because obviously both here, Zam as well as Greedo, they're both applying thermal detonators. Bringing in Django for the damage immunity, because once you trigger your contract, you will then get damage immunity applied. So that's why I'm bringing Django. Obviously Grieve there for a little bit, helping us with the healing and dispelling and things like that, and obviously Bossk for the taunt and his leadership that gives us more recovery. Same thing, as you can see, blindside here doing some nice work for us whenever we do get those mass assists from Grief and Bossk. However, these guys kind of keep cleansing. Here I wasn't trying to defeat them too fast, just trying to stall the battle to get as many thermal detonators done as possible. I'm not sure how many I've done, because before that I only had 107 as mentioned before from the Rey's team, but definitely I think I got a 30 or 40 probably done. Alright, so here we go. It's just a battle really to also knock out some of these BT Trip global feat. Now luckily this time these R2, C3PO, BT and Trip feats don't require actually your guys to survive. It looks like it doesn't say in description surviving, and I did test. So here, as you see, I've lost Trip. I'm not sure when my BT survived, but it's still counted for the global feat for BT and Trip. Bring in Palps there, here for the health steal up feat as well, because remember his other special, he will grant health steal up to all your allies. It's just a case of getting Palps as many turns as possible, and then keep spamming the ability to give you health steal up, and this is pretty much it. You can probably even, if you stall hard enough, you can probably even get health steal up in a single battle with this team knocked out. Here we go, and then of course we do have to, you know, do these silly 40 battles without a leader. And so far here, first two sectors, I've been running Malak led Sith Empire team. Although these Night Sisters prove to be a little bit more annoying than you would think, just because whenever they do get plague on you, you actually can't cleanse of those stuns. So they are stunning Malak and everybody else, but eventually we do get them down. But definitely Night Sisters, a little bit annoying sometimes to deal with here in Conquest if you don't have the right data discs, and of course if you don't have a leader in the leading slot. Moving on, so we've got a couple of Jedi Master Luke battles now here for you. So this one, like if you don't have Mon Mothma Rebel Fighter team, what you can do, if you do have somebody like Jedi Master Luke, if you do have Voluntary Vanguard data disc like I have, you don't even need Watt in there to put a taunt over on Luke. And then you just keep using Inherited Teachings here with all your allies on Biggs, and he will keep taking everybody out. Also when you call an assist with the other abilities, because of blindside, I'll be applying exposes, which means that they will also be able to do a lot of damage. So there we go. It may happen that, you know, the last hit wouldn't line up always with Biggs, so you can get 4 or 5 kills this way as well, quite easily. And same thing, if you've got nothing else for thermal detonators, like my Leia, she's gear 11, I think 6 stars, or maybe even 5 stars, 5 stars actually. And you can do the same thing, just get her with Luke. Try to find a team, obviously, if your Leia is squishy, that doesn't have a whole lot of powerful AoEs. And then you just keep calling Leia for assist, and her basic then is applying thermal detonators as well as her AoE, so you can get quite a lot of thermal detonators applied this way as well. So definitely thermal detonator feed, there's lots of flexibility, obviously depending on what you got in your roster. That's why I kind of showed you, you know, like Jawa team, Standard Bounty Hunter team. You can also do something like this with Leia, and of course if you do have Jabba, which I don't, I'm pretty sure Jabba can get a lot of thermal detonators done as well with his hot cartel. Moving on, so it's another kind of combo team here. You got some thermal detonators going on with Greedo and Sam. Kira there can dish out health steal to your guys for the health steal up feat as well. And then finally Rey and Beskar Mando themselves, they can give out damage immunity. Now Rey's lead only applies to light side allies. However, there, as you can see, Bam can save the other guys as well, because he doesn't care about are you light side, are you dark side, as long as you're Scoundrel, Beskar Mando got you covered with damage immunity. So with this team I think I was able to get damage immunity 5 times or something like that. So definitely, you know, it's a nice kind of a mixed team here that can, you know, allow you to get some thermal detonators, health steal up, as well as damage immunity done. There we go, another damage immunity there coming in from Beskar Mando. Obviously you will lose any dark side here units, because Rey can't protect them with her bonus protection as well as her ultimate. And there we go, finish them guys as well for a team that can do, you know, a few different feats at the same time. And this I was just trying out Zori. Obviously she's a new character, so we didn't really have a chance to use her a lot, but she's got a lot of abilities. But from one of them, whenever your smuggler or resistance tanks fall below 100% health, they gain damage immunity. So I decided to give this a go as well. And eventually they do get through all this bonus protection from entrenched deities that they do have. And then you will see when damage immunity pops up. There we go. So they got damage immunity there on Vandor. Chewie, and then same thing, just kind of let bounty hunters do. I'm not trying to defeat them here. I'm just stalling the battle. Let my guys get below 100% health. There we go. Damage immunity there on Finn as well. So this way you can actually get damage immunity 4 times in a battle. You just kind of let it play out and time out. You don't even have to win, it will still count. So obviously I think Poe and Holdo need to get to damage immunity as well, because this is only just once per battle the first time they fall, so it's not like you can cheese it. There we go. Poe got damage immunity as well. There we go. Holdo as well. So you can also get it done this way. You know, maybe not the most efficient team, but you know, I just like to try out different teams, especially like new units that we have, how they interact and how it can help us out with the feats. So I just wanted to show you this one also. Alright guys, so that's all what I have for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, just obviously showing you different teams that I tried out for both Sector and Global Feats here in Sector 2. As always, I'll be also making Sector 3 and all the other Sector videos, so make sure to follow my channel if you're interested. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.